Hello friends, welcome to CAD Maniac. This is Jitavo. In this AutoCAD tutorial series, we will see in how many tutorials we can complete this residential building drawing for civil engineering students using AutoCAD 2018 version. We will start with the column layout plan, then we will draw the ground floor plan, then the first floor. Second floor is the same, only the hidden part and the continuous part of the staircase will flip positions. Then we will create the elevations, front and left elevations. Then we will create the section, this ABCD section as shown in the plan. And then finally I'll show you how to create this door and window schedule in Excel and import that in AutoCAD. So let's get started with the column footing layout. So I have created a few layers as shown in the screen. You can simply take a screenshot of the screen and create all the layers. For creating a layer, just click on the layer properties. Click on this new layer icon, name it, assign a color to it, and to change the line type, suppose I want a center line or maybe a hidden line, just click on the continuous option, then click on load, select the line type you want, then click on OK, select it, click on OK again, and the line type is assigned to the layer. So in this way, create all the layers as shown. You don't need to create these ones. For this tutorial, create grid, column, column hatch, dimension and the text layer. Then close the layer properties manager. Now set the grid layer as the current layer as shown. Then type L and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. I'll turn the ortho mode on. Function key F8 is the shortcut. And then draw a line of approximately 22,000 mm. And then press enter or escape key to exit from the line command. Now I'll create multiple offset of this line. So type O and press enter. Specify the offset distance as 3625 mm. Press enter again. Select this line and then click in this side. Then select this line. Type 3363 mm. Press enter. Then select this one. Type 3262 mm. Press enter. And then press enter again to exit from the offset command. Same way I'll create the vertical grids. So type L and press enter again and draw a line as shown, crossing all the lines, and press escape to exit from the line command. Then type O and press enter again. Specify the offset distance as 3625 mm. Press enter. Select this line. Click towards right. Select this line. Move the cursor towards right. Type 3900. Press enter. Select this line. Create two offsets of 1325 mm towards right. And then select this line as shown, offset towards right by 3900 mm. Then select this line and offset it towards right by 3625 mm and press escape to exit from the offset command. Now I'll use text option to name the grids. So first I'll set the text layer as the current layer, then type empty and press enter. Click at the two opposite corners as shown to create a text window. Type A, then select the text and then set the text height to 300 as shown. Press enter and then click outside the text window. Now for creating a circular boundary around the text, I'll use T-circle command. So type TCI and press enter. Select the text, press enter, then just press enter thrice and hence the circular boundary has been created. Then select the text and the boundary as shown. Type M and press enter. Take around 350 mm extension downwards from the lower quadrant as shown. Make sure the function key F11 is turned on while taking extension. And then click at this endpoint snap as shown to move it over here. Then type CO and press enter. Select it again. Click at this snap and then click at the endpoint snaps as shown to create multiple copies of the text and then press enter to exit from the copy command. Then to edit the text, just double click on it, select the text, type B and click outside the text window. Likewise, edit the remaining text as shown. Now select it again, type CO and press enter. Take a small extension from the quadrant towards right as shown. Then simply click at the endpoint snaps as shown to create multiple copies. Then just double click and edit the text as shown. So the naming of the grids have been done successfully. Now I'll place the columns. Let me measure the dimension of the column first. So this is 350 mm in width and 250 mm in length. Now set the column layer as the current layer. Then type REC and press enter. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Click on dimension in the command line or type D and press enter. Specify the length as 250 mm, press enter. Specify the width as 350 mm, press enter again, and then click in this side to place the rectangle. Then set the column hatch layer as the current layer. Type H and press enter. Select this ANSI 131 hatch pattern and then click inside this rectangle. Change it to bilayer. Now I have to scale the hatch. Set the scale to 100 maybe, press enter. Okay, no, set it to 10 and press enter. This looks okay. So press enter or escape key to exit from the hatch command. Then select the rectangle and the hatch, type GRO and press enter to group it into one element. Now I'll place the columns. So select the column, type CO and press enter. Copy it with respect to the geometric center of the rectangle and place it in A1, A2, A3 and A4 positions. Click at the intersection snaps as shown. Then click at B1, B2, B3 and B4 positions. Then at C3 and C4. Then at D1 and D2. Then at E3 and E4. Then at F1, F2, F3 and F4 and G1, G2, G3 and G4 positions. Then press enter to exit from the copy command. Then erase this one. Now all the columns have been placed properly. I forgot to show you the unit settings at the starting. So you can set units by typing UN and press enter. Set the length to decimal and the insertion scale to millimeters. And I have set the precision to 0 in this case. Now I'll add the dimensions. So first I'll set the dimension layer as the current layer. As all the dimensions are linear, type DLI and press enter. Click at the two endpoint snaps as shown and then left click to place the dimension over here. Press enter to repeat linear dimension and add the vertical dimension as shown. Now type DIMC and press enter for continuous dimension. Then just click at the endpoint snaps as shown to add the dimensions and then press enter. Then select this dimension and then click at the snaps as shown to add the horizontal dimensions and then press enter twice to exit from the dimension continuous command. Now I'll add this text. So set the text layer as the current layer, type empty and press enter. Click at the two diagonally opposite corners as shown to create the text window. Then type column layout plan. Then select the text and set the text height to 500. Press enter and then simply click outside the text window. I'll increase the text height a bit more. So double click on the text, select the text and set the text height to maybe 750 mm. Press enter and click outside the text window. So now this looks good. I'll move it a bit towards right. So the column layout plan have been created successfully. In the next tutorial I'll show you the ground floor plan. So that's it for this tutorial guys. Hit the like button if you like the video and do hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. So that's it guys. Bye bye.